start at the top and come down. Are your thumbs going to be on? Right. They're only going to be on the C and the F. Every time, up or down. Only on the C and the F. And then the B, what finger are you going to use for B?
B flat.
Right. What finger are you going to use for B flat? And then which one in the 4? Yeah. In the left hand.
In the left hand.
2, right. So 4 and 2. Awesome. Can you do the A chords? So the 1 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord. Mm-hmm. There you go. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. Can you do the left hand? Can you do an A major arpeggio? So use 1, 2, 3, 1. And then go up 1 more octave. 1, 2, 3, 1. And back down. I'm getting this chart that Miss Cheetah sent me for the chords and the inversions, and I'll send it to you. I'll send it to your mom. Once it opens up, it has all the chords and inversions, so you can practice. So if we look at A, it'll show you, okay, A, and then this is first inversion, or second inversion. So we're doing A, minors, E, and F. Okay, so I'll send this to you so that you can have this printed out with you and learn those, and then the C, the G, and the D, just review those from last semester. Okay? Alright, let's pull out your, is it Shelley Hamilton? The hymn.
The portrait.
Yeah. Oh, Gina Sprunner, right. Okay, so we were doing the pink and the blue rhythms, and you're supposed to practice hands together and separate, and practicing the introduction. Clap for me a blue rhythm, please. A pink rhythm? Beautiful. Can you play the intro just to right here? Somebody got a
Nathan.
hand of it, yeah. How far did you practice?
I played the whole thing.
Did you do the whole thing? Do you want to play the whole thing for me?
Okay.
But that's a really, really, really good start for just 1 week. I think. Oh yeah, it has been 1 week. Well, whatever. A couple weeks. Still, it's a really good start, and you have most everything almost like completely accurate. I would like to do some with the phrasing so that we can make the lines more like we're singing and more flowing. So when it has, we're going to use these, the slur marks, most of them we're going to use as our phrase marks. So we're going to say that this whole thing here, this whole thing, we'll take this one, is one phrase. So if we have, if that's one phrase, where should our phrase lead to? Should it all be the same? Or should we go, should it have a direction? So when we have, let's say that when you're singing, do you have a children's choir at church? Or like a, not in children's church, or no? No, okay. So when you hear people sing, like a lot of people sing here at Maranatha, when they sing, especially a long note, they try to move it forward. So they go da 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 da. So it doesn't all just stay the same, but it moves up and then back down. Does that make any sense at all? A little bit. Okay. Well, can we just practice this? Let's just do the top note, so just the melody. And I want us to move to the F. The F is going to be our strongest note. That's going to be the climax of our phrase. Good. And we don't want to punch it, but we want to build to there and then come back. Let's go to right here, just the top note, and our A, the middle of the phrase, is going to be the strongest. Ready? One more time, same thing. Good. Let's do one more phrase. Let's do this phrase. So you're building to the middle and then coming down at the end. I know Miss Cheetah did this once, at least with you in like piano ensembles. She had everybody start at the end of the phrase, and she called it tapering. You remember that? Tapering off at the end of the phrase? So she had everybody sing the end of a phrase really quiet. And then you move back to the note. Da da. Da da.
That's exactly what we did this week.
Oh, you did?
We didn't sing it. Catherine did it.
Oh, okay. So you could do that with this because you're such a pro at it, right? Yes. So I want you to taper off the phrases and make it really like you're singing, okay? Awesome. And then one other thing I'd like you to do is for places where your left hand is broken like this and these, I'd like you to block it by beats. So I'm going to start right here. Not the whole thing, but so watch. I want you to do. So I'm blocking beat 1, beat 2. So beat 1 is this. You see that? Beat 2. Oops. Beat. Can you try that with this measure? measure one more time by the beats? And go over this one. There you go. Right, and you can do that slowly and then move it up to being faster, okay? Alright, perfect. So we'll put that one away. Last week, we didn't do sight reading. We waited on that. Not last week, a few weeks ago. We waited on sight reading. This we had Be Thou My Vision, but we're waiting for that, correct? In the lesson book, you were supposed to get the Land of the Silver Birch for the eval program with the ostinato pattern. Yes? You feel good about that one? Maybe? What don't you feel good about? Is it the ostinato pattern that you don't feel good about? Do you understand what I mean by make an ostinato pattern? What is the ostinato pattern for this piece? Right. And what are you supposed to do with your right hand? Yes. So your left hand is just going to keep going like this. So your left hand doesn't have a whole ton to do, right? And then your right hand, what 5-finger pattern are you going to use? D minor 5-finger pattern. Right. So you could even go. You could do one note, or you could do two. Did you try anything this week? These last 2 weeks? A little bit. Can you show me a little bit of the ostinato pattern? Doesn't have to go on forever. It can be just about, 4 measures or whatever. So that's perfect. Just that little bit, because you're going to do the little bit and then you're going to play the piece. Does that make sense?
Not really.
What doesn't make sense? Okay, so you're going to do the ostinato pattern. You're going to do whatever you made up. And then when you're done with that, you're just going to go and start right into the piece. And you'll just play through the piece, and then you'll be done. Does that make sense? Yes, can you try that? Just start the ostinato pattern and then go right into that. was beautiful. That was great. All of your phrasing on this was really nice. Your rhythms were all correct. The ostinato pattern beforehand was perfect. And you went right into the introduction without any breaks, without any stops. Does that make sense? Good. Do you want to do that for the eval program now, or do you want to wait until next week? Next week? Okay. All right. We can do that next week. But do you have any questions about how that works? No? Okay. Good. Let's go then to the Campbells are coming. You were playing beat 1 and 4 to feel the big beats. Awesome. Circled it, have lines. Okay, so just for the first line, can you play me the first and the fourth beat so that you can feel the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Should I play the lofty?
Yes, please. That's good right there. Let's stand up for a second. We'll take this over here. We're going to do some stomping and clapping of the rhythms. So I want us to step the big beats. The 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you do that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're just going to go through the first line. I'm going to do it, then you'll do it with me. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. One more time, same thing, same line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you try that on your own? 1, 2, 3, 1,
1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. It's a little bit hard. It is, but you got it. The big beats are really important, so you've got that down. Okay. Did you practice much of the everything else other than 1 and 4? Little bit. Can you play me the first line? Awesome. That was really good with those rhythms. The 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And can you do, oh, you drew bar lines. Good job. What is this chord? What's its name? What's this chord? What's its name? Yes. B flat. And we're doing our inversions. What inversion would this be? If you have the root in the middle. So you have this, second inversion. Perfect. So you have your 1 chord, then your 4 chord, second inversion. What chord is this? Awesome. Can you just play me this line, just the right hand? Awesome. Here, I think this is pretty cool. What chords do we have? Just the F chord, over and over and over. So you just go back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Your turn. Awesome. How loud is that Brown, when she teaches me and she wants me to get something really loud, she calls it a karate chop. She's like, just karate chop it and let it drop in there. Can you try that? Good job. Right, but without the A. Good. Good. So practice your karate chop on the big notes. I don't even know how to spell karate. All right. So karate chop, add the left hand chords. And the same thing with this as we did with this one. Taping off. Let's tape the phrases. Taper the phrases off. What would that sound like? So if we did. Can you try just, excuse me, can you try this? Getting louder to the top, because the higher the note is in our phrase, the more energy we should give it. So. Can you do that? So go up as the phrase goes up, and then come back down. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. And get louder as you go up. And louder as you get up. And back down. Good. And then you drop down to quiet. And where does the quiet end? Right. So there, a little bit bigger. Make sure that right here to right here we can hear the difference between the piano and the mezzo forte. Can we practice this? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So how about we do this? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just play the first one. Okay? Start there and stop right on the mezzo forte. 1, 2, 3. Yes, make this even quieter. One more time. Perfect. So you're going to go, I want you to do stopping at the dynamic change for there and for here, because what is it before the piano? Forte. So that needs to be a really big difference too. And then from this one, because right before that it is, right. And then this is a really quick piano, so this one has to be really cool, because it's like an echo in between. Can I sit down for just a second? So it's going to be really distinct, like. To sound like a whisper behind them. Can you try here to there? Yeah, good, good. Sometimes Mrs. Brown tells me too that when you're trying to she was trying to teach me hymns and trying to teach me to be accurate but to be loud at the same time. And at first, she said that sometimes you just have to let your hands go. So, kind of let them flop a little bit. Even though it may be a little bit inaccurate at first, once you get stronger and louder, then you can work on the accuracy. Does that make sense? A little bit. All right, and we are out of time.